Another day, another dumb comment. Okay, maybe not a dumb comment. Maybe they're just ill-informed. That's what I'm gonna tell myself to get to sleep tonight. To catch you up, I did an interview with NPR. It went live yesterday, and by and large, the comments under it are actually pretty great on Facebook. I'm very surprised. Here's the title of the article: Meet Alexis Nicole Nelson, dat me, the wildly popular Black forager, because I am a forager who is Black. I'm sorry to break the news to anyone who didn't know. Someone being very thoughtful and very nice shared that article in my state's Wild Food Facebook group, which I am in. And wouldn't you know it, in a not at all surprising turn of events, the fact that the word Black was mentioned in this has angered a lot of people, all of whom are white. My fellow Buckeye Cody here says, I've watched this girl and I enjoyed her videos, but now that people are bringing race and politics into a page that is dedicated to foraging, which is something I was just starting to get into, I think I'll just remove myself from the page and look for one that focuses on foraging, not irrelevant matters. For starters, this is not an airport concourse. There is no need to announce your departure. No one's running to catch that flight, Cody. Two, and this is something I've wanted to talk about for a very long time, we need to talk about how none of our food, wild, grocery store, whatever, exists without context. Allow me to explain. Just to start small, just in the world of foraging, to say that foraged food exists without any relation to race or culture is not only disrespectful to the indigenous folks who helped a lot of our ancestors learn the lay of the land, it's also disrespectful to our ancestors who brought a lot of their plants over, and those plants are now naturalized and we gather them frequently, like your garlic mustards. Cody's really out here swinging at everybody, including his great-great-grandparents, and he doesn't even know. And of course, for me personally, mentioning that I am Black is important because a lot of our Black ancestors had foraging forcibly taken out of their hands by means of more strict trespass laws in the 1800s. But just to go ahead and bust this thing wide open, everything that you eat has a story that you are the final chapter of. Everything. The quinoa you're putting in your fancy salad. Somewhere in Bolivia, a farmer probably gathered that for you, and that same farmer is wondering why, even though the demand for quinoa has exploded over the last 10 years, they are not reaping the benefits. That farm where you got your tomatoes and your corn is now worried about how the government has pigeonholed them into growing certain things, and now that's not what we want anymore. In fact, one of the things that I love the most about foraging is that when you're responsible for how something ends up on your plate, you start thinking about who else is responsible for what ended up on your plate, whether it's the person who picked it or the person whose knowledge led to us having it today. I get that acknowledging the whole history of something is sometimes uncomfortable, but that doesn't mean that it's wrong. So I will keep talking about race, and I will keep talking about socioeconomic status and the way that it relates to food. Thank you for playing, Cody.